Welcome back. So this is the EdTECH10talk. So where we're going to give you 10 minutes, real quick, real simple, real fast, of some tech tools. Today we're going to look at three challenges that I've seen, and then we're going to look at three tech tools that we can kind of counteract those challenges with. Uh, so first, let me give you a little quick rundown. Those challenges that we're going to look at today. Uh, or specifically we're going to look at some engagement, collaborative piece, some social aspects because of what's going on with the virus and kids not being able to go to school. So we're going to look at some things about how can they socially collaborate, and then we're going to look at some productivity tools. So in the problems I saw with or educators were not efficient enough with these skills to use these at the level they need to now that they're at fully online capacity at home. And then also the students were not able to utilize these skills in a way that they could produce for that. So I think that with some focus and some attention to those areas, that I think that with these tech tools that we can kind of counteract some of these challenges that we're having with some of the online learning. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So first, let's you see that I have the Microsoft Office suite. A lot of school districts, and particularly in my case, Houston Independent School District, um, a lot of school districts are going to the Office 365 suite, and with that, it kind of comes with a lot of things. Now, Microsoft has done a really good job of purchasing various programs. So the three that we're going to look at today are PowerPoint, Excel, and Flipgrid. Flipgrid was acquired by Microsoft, if you guys didn't know. So take advantage of that. So they talk really well and synchronously. So really do take advantage of that. So first, let's jump into PowerPoint. So for PowerPoint, I just kind of have a basic presentation pulled up here, but what I want to talk about here is some of the functionalities that we don't really get to always kind of fully understand as educators that we can use. Uh, PowerPoint is a really powerful tool. You can do some image editing when if you have images come in. They have you have capabilities of opening up, you know, settings to where you can edit and alter and change that picture in different forms. Or that's an import. Sorry about that. But there's functionalities to edit your pictures. There's also animation features that um, have kind of a way of kind of drawing your audience in. So when you are looking at this presentation, let's go live real quick. See, you can embed the audio. You see all that. So I'm just kind of skipping through. See things and that whole thing. So we can kind of see real quick. I just kind of skip through there real quick because I don't want to play all of that. But you see kind of how you can have some of the images moving, and you can do some various things with the images, and even take the background off of some of these things and add borders and different things that you can do with PowerPoint. So it's a really powerful tool that educators should check out. I don't have too much time to go into all the functionalities and capabilities, but you see you can do audio, pictures, video, a whole lot of different stuff that you can do with it. So let me jump over. So now let's jump into. We'll stay with the Office suite, and we'll jump over to Microsoft Excel. Oh no, let's. I'm sorry about that. Let's go ahead and jump over to Flipgrid. So Flipgrid. I love Flipgrid because it's a video platform. Was not originally Microsoft, but what it allows learners to do is respond to prompts that teachers gives them in a video format, and they can add in images and props and all kinds of things. It's really cool. It's really fun, really interactive. The kids really love it. So, for instance, this is just a little brief generic one that I have set up. and you can kind of give an intro, kind of give some text. You can give some audio if you need to. There's your accessibility. That's that's key, and that's really really important. And then inside of here are your actual grid. So you'll see here there. If a student records, you'll be able to see you, and you can respond. And with that, you can respond. You can give them feedback here. You can actually issue a rubric prior to, and then they'll know what they're being graded on. And you can actually go in here and grade them according to that rubric. And then that's a way of tracking and a way of getting your data from your collaborative experiences that you have with your classroom. That's really, really, really cool. You can give them feedback here, give them stars and all kinds of things. Make a little mixtape video of it's like a compilation of all the videos, and you can kind of share that with the class, and that's really fun. They'll get to see themselves with their other classmates, kind of in a compilation format. Which with all the new video programs out, TikTok and things, that's really it's really key, and it's really an important tool to appeal to that audience. And also one key thing I want to say is you can actually export this data when they do come and respond to you. You can actually come and get real time data from this and see what's going on with your learners. And you can actually export this and then analyze this data and see what's going on and how they're responding to those responses. And then when you do export it, that'll kind of lead us into the Excel part of the nature. And look, you get a nice little chart that you can of course filter and do things of that nature. And again, I don't have time to dive deep in. And again, we're doing this in 10 minutes, and I want to kind of hit all the areas, but there are some things you can do, like such as filter this here. If you were to filter something like, oh, let's click on edit first. Let's just convert it and see what happens there. This is an interesting experience for us all. Let's do it real time here, because technology give you some issues. And let's go to data. Let's add a filter on that guy. So now we can filter this, and say you had students here, you can actually filter this by name, sort them, and say you want to the most popular video, so the like count, you could filter that, or the view count, who had the most views, the less views, that kind of thing. So there's all kinds of things that you can do with this data that can turn Flipgrid into a pretty powerful tool. And you can also export the feedback, so you can require learners to go in and reply to students via text or via video. And if you do it via text, you can actually track that as well, as far as them interacting with their classmates, giving that feedback, giving that peer interaction that definitely need. So that was a real quick nutshell. We'll go back to the home screen real quick. Let's give just a quick little conclusion on that. I would say that definitely when we're talking about Flipgrid, it is very beneficial when you're talking about collaboration, when you're talking about the interactivity, when you're talking about the multimodality of it, and being able to appeal in the image, video, and all of the different methods, and just the recording feature, the engagement. It's a lot of things that is beneficial. There are some, I would say, some security risks and some things that you may have to come up with, and you may be even some cultural issues with people not being wanting to record. But so those are some things that you can kind of combat. And with PowerPoint, you definitely have that visual presentation beast of a platform that can kind of tackle all those tasks. So I encourage the use of that, and I encourage the exploration of that. And the more you use it, the more you will learn. It is very, very rich. Um, and the kind of the drawbacks of that is just the knowledge. I think I've seen is a lot of educators don't have the knowledge, and then it kind of takes some time to kind of hone that skill of being proficient in PowerPoint and being proficient in just Microsoft in general. Because even with the Excel speaking, that would be the pitfall as well, is just the time and the knowledge. But it has some great benefits as far as being able to track the data, organize the data, being able to search the data, and even teaching the students how to track and use that as an organization method. and how to filter out unnecessary things when you don't need it. That's a great tool for that. So definitely great and beneficial for them both to be a part of an educator's repertoire. But I do believe, well, that was my timer telling us that that 10 minute is coming down to an end. So we'll wrap this up. But yes, I think that is beneficial for an educator to have in their repertoire. But you definitely have to consider those drawbacks. So thank you again for tuning in, and see you next time.